You can just skip that.
Yeah, I think I was showing you at Raw there if I had a remote in my hand because I have TiVo, the greatest tool in the world.
Yes.
I was bloop, bloop, you know, I was skipping it. I have zero patience and nonsense like that. But I do want to just hit one thing though. Goldust had that kind of new and improved finisher. I've never really seen it before.
Oh, yeah.
You remember that?
That was really nice.
That was nice. It was like a snapping, it was like a curtain call, snap twisting into a, what was it, a suplex? Or
it was weird, but it was nice.
It was nice.
Yeah.
It was a new move that he had. Basically, it was kind of like the curtain call, but it was, I guess they're calling it the final cut.
Nice. I like that.
And, but I mean, if he was back at the dark Goldust.
That would work. I mean, you could see in his ring ability and his matches that he's going to try hard this year and he's going to come out. It's just that stupid gimmick is just going to hold him back.
Goldust, come on, go back to the dark side, please.
Yes, Hollywood.
Yes.
Give me some quotes, some movie quotes.
Mm-hmm. And they had a little joke with Brian Kendrick and Festus at the end again. No. Then they go and they have the Denver Nuggets versus the Lakers.
I thought that was cool.
5.
I thought the jerseys were cool.
I thought that the intros were a lot more interesting than the actual match.
Yeah.
You know, I liked how, John Cena came out of the ring and came to the ring off the stage, very energetic.
Yeah.
And he's always the one to be the most energetic, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And it was also the return of Mr. Kennedy.
Oh, that was
Ken
great.
Kennedy. You know, he's a great wrestler, too. But I think my favorite was Batista coming out in full uniform.
With the basketball?
With the basketball, palmed, and threw it out in the crowd.
That was pretty good. I like that.
But I think during that match is when we had that guy just in the flooring area just had a fight with the Redcoats over there at the Staples Center. I
don't know what happened there. I looked down for a minute. He was talking to one guy with a red shirt. Next thing you know, another guy with a red shirt showed up, and he didn't want to move from the gate for some reason, and they kept telling him something, and then I looked up at the match, looked back down. Next thing you know, they had him in a chokehold. They dragged him up the stairs. He was fighting back. 3 more red shirts showed up, and he was fighting all 5 of them. It was awesome.
So for you people scoring at home, 5 storylines and 5 matches in a 2-hour show. That's horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Well, we got another extra fight there in the crowd. And if you're listening to the show, please comment us, and we'd like to hear a little interview about that.
Comment, emails, put it in an inbox. You know how to do it.
We'll put a good word in for you. You fought 5 guys. It was great.
And I also have the rating score on the actual Denver Nuggets and Laker game.
I'll tell you right now, Raw didn't get it right because on the Raw show, the Lakers won it, but in real life, the Denver won it.
Which, by the way...
Which there was the better result.
Mr. Laker hater.
No, I'm not a Laker hater. I'm a Kobe hater.
Okay, well,
I love my Lakers. Been watching them all my life. It's just I can't stand Kobe. We can do without.
What's the current standing right now?
It's 3-2.
That's right. And who's in the lead right now?
It's 3-2. It doesn't matter. Denver's going to win tonight.
No, they're not going to win tonight.
They will win tonight.
No, you know what? Lakers need to...
But right now, let me tell you something. I can care less who wins the NBA championships right now because the way the Cavaliers are playing, it's over, and LeBron James might not even get his trophy, man. He needs the championship ring. That's all I'm cheering about. I love my Lakers.
Not the way they're playing.
Love my Lakers, but I just want to see someone who deserves it up there. Kobe Bryant is a selfish-ass player. Back to the show.
And back. We're in an interview with a couple of marks. I went ahead and I wanted to pick out the people who were wearing the T-shirts, wearing the merchandise, wearing every single championship belts that they might have made, and we did find a couple of them.
Right.
Pretty interesting, and I'm going to play that right now. Let's see.
Well, while he's loading that up, let me talk about these people in these belts. You guys got to cool it. At least 1 or 2 is cool, but not 4 or 5 to where you're at the restaurant trying to sit down and have a lunch, and you can't even sit in your chair.
You know what I liked the most was the dad had the actual replica of the belt, and his poor son, he must have been a stepson because he got the little jabron, little tiny miniature belt.
That was funny, though. You would have think it would have been the other way around.
He probably looked at his kid and said, "Hey, sorry about your luck, kid." Well, my weekly 2-page.
That was good. I would have given my son the real one. I would have kept the little fake one, but that was a little cold, man.
But the way he looked, he must have spent his whole 2 weeks paid checks, to those floor seats because he was on the floor.
Yeah, we can't hate on that. He was a couple rows in front of us.
But the poor kid went ahead and had to get a little jabron, little plastic one. I thought that was kind of funny. So here's the first 2 people you're going to hear are those people that we were just talking about with the 2 belts. I guess it was the father and son with big belt and small belt.
Right.
And
it should have been flipped. That was code.
So here's this one right here.
Are you happy with the direction of the WWE that's going right now?
I don't know. They used to have a little bit better storylines before.
And what do you feel that it needs to improve?
I think the storyline.
Okay, and your favorite wrestler?
Triple H.
So right there, he went ahead and he said that he thought that it was a lack of storylines.
Right.
And it was also what needed to be improved was the storylines in itself. So, and his favorite, of course, was marking out to the Undertaker.
Triple H.
Oh, I'm sorry, Triple H.
Triple H.
The other guy, the other mark was Undertaker. But so now this is the next one is his jabron son with the miniature belt. Hold on.
And you, what could be better in the WWE? More wrestlers.
By the way, his son looked like what was his name on Superbad? Fogel. McLovin looked just like him.
I got a boner.
And your favorite wrestler? Jeff Hardy. All right, thanks, guys.
So I don't know if we caught all that, but he said that it was the lack of wrestling.
Right. Favorite wrestler was Jeff Hardy.
But was it lack of wrestling as far as talent wise, or was it lack of wrestling because of not wrestling? More storyline build up in the back.
I think it's talent.
You think it's talent?
Yeah. Well, they're not getting enough time in the ring. They're mostly in the backgrounds, or they come in there for 5 minutes, and then the rest of the show becomes backstage. So how are you going to develop a character with only like 4 minutes of wrestling?
After the show, after everybody was pumped up and they thought they saw a good show, we saw this other guy walking around with 3 belts all over his shoulders, walking with his pissed off dad that just wanted to leave.
The angry dad.
The angry dad. Let's go. That's what.
Who blames him? Staples Center is a mayhem after a show.
So here's this guy here.
Brawl tonight.
He was done.
Did it live up to his expectations?
Yeah. Hold on. You guys asked me a couple questions.
That was his pissed off dad saying, "Let's go."
That was good stuff.
He's asking me a couple questions. Hold on.
Okay, you're gone.
So, what do you think the WWE needs to improve?
Nothing.
What's your favorite wrestler?
Taker.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
So he was half right there.
And he was half right. Like how?
Well, Undertaker's still good as a wrestler. I mean, for his age and what he's done, and he's good. But the show, it needs to be changed.
You know what we failed to do was, I mean, we were looking for the marks more or less than people like us, the normal dressers,
Right.
But out
of the 3 marks that we had there, 2 of them didn't like the storylines or the characters.
No, they didn't. So, 2 things that I got out of that interview, that last one, was one, he's a